Duck and Percy enjoy their work at the harbor, pulling and pushing trucks full of cargo to and from the quay. But one morning, the engines were exhausted. The harbor was busier than ever. Sir Topham Hatt promised that another engine would be found to help them. Said Percy. Agreed Duck. They waited for the engine to arrive. It came as a shock when he did. Squirmed Diesel in his oily voice. The two engines had not worked with Diesel for a long time. Gasped Duck. Said Percy suspiciously. Purred Diesel. With that, Diesel, as if to make himself quite clear, bumps from trucks hard. Screamed the trucks. Growled Diesel. Percy and Duck were horrified. They did not trust Diesel at all. They refused to work and would not leave their shed. Sir Topham Hatt was enjoying his tea and iced bun when the telephone rang. Diesel was working loudly and alone. Cargo lay on the quay. Ships and passengers were delayed. Everyone was complaining about Sir Topham Hatt's railway. Percy and Duck were sulking in their shed. Demanded Sir Topham Hatt. Said Percy. Added Duck. Then, in a quiet, hurt voice, he added, Percy and Duck went sadly back to work. Next morning, things were no better. Diesel's driver had not put his brakes on properly, and Diesel started to move. He went bump straight into Percy. Percy had an awful fright. Scowled Diesel. He didn't even say he was sorry to Percy. Later, Diesel bumped the truck so hard that the loads went everywhere. Gasped Percy. Said Duck. Said Diesel. Percy and Duck did not want to be telltales, so they said nothing. Diesel, thinking he could get away with his bad behavior, was ruder than ever. Next day, he was shoving trucks full of china clay. He banged the trucks hard into the buffers, but the buffers weren't secure. The silly trucks were sunk. Soon, Sir Topham Hatt heard the news. The trucks were hoisted safely from the sea, but the clay was lost. Sir Topham Hatt spoke severely to Diesel. Replied the engines. Whistling cheerfully, they puffed back to work, while Diesel sulked slowly away.